Thank you, Chair. Minister, I welcome any bill that will streamline costs for the state and avoid unnecessary High Court action taken. Instead of these injury claims will be assessed by a personal injury assessment board and can be now heard in a circuit court or a district court. Claims that have been paid from 2016 to 2021 amounted to 26.4 million, but the legal bill was 9.96 million. I understand that in some cases the legal fees exceeded the amount of damages actually awarded. I am sure that this could not continue. Unquestionably, any Garda that has been injured in the line of duty would agree it is not in their best interest to experience extensive delays in settling their claim. Another important aspect of this bill is the transparency and standardisation that it will bring about for claimants, which will be welcomed. But, Minister, how many of these injuries were incurred because of the lack of extra personnel, the lack of proper equipment, the lack of proper vehicles, substandard stations? It's evident across the country that Garda in stations, and I'll go around Croom, Kilmallock, Newcastle West, where we're still waiting on our Garda station. Any update on the Garda station when I'm going to get it in Newcastle West? The main Garda station in Newcastle West, with over 4,000 people, has been closed and not opened yet, not rebuilt yet. Where is it? When are you finally going to give the adequate services to the Gardaí in County Limerick? When are you going to put people into Garda stations that have to cover square miles? You're doing it by head of population. But yet if a Garda is called out from a scene to a scene from a Garda station in County Limerick, it can take up to 30 minutes to get there. And that's if they have a Garda vehicle available to them. And if there's two incidents that they're called out to, they can't make two themselves. So we need extra Garda resources in County Limerick because of the amount of square miles that our Garda stations are covering. We need a proper headquarters, which I've asked you earlier, to know when are we going to get this. But you have money to throw at everything else in this country, to developers, but you have no money to give to the Garda and Síochana, to our fire service, to our prison officers, to all our front line, but you can give it to developers. And again, that is all city-based money that you're giving. What about the protection of the people in County Limerick that are living in rural areas, small towns and villages? I had an instance 2 weeks ago, and thanks be to God that the Passport Office had to intervene, where a person put down on their application their local Garda station. And the Passport Office rang the Garda station 3 times and they couldn't get through to a Garda. Why? Because there was only one Garda to that station and they had been called out to incidents in the area. And we're wondering now why we have Gardaí that could get injured in the line of duty, because they haven't got the adequate personnel around them, the adequate equipment, the adequate cars. That's what we want. And I'm asking now to know, when is my headquarters coming? When are we going to get the adequate Gardaí in County Limerick, in all the towns and villages that we need? You have the buildings. Every time I turn around, you say that you're awash with money. I hear minister after minister telling me, we have loads of money in my department. That's all I'm hearing. Heather Humphreys came to Limerick recently and all she kept saying was, we have loads of money in my department. Well, why haven't you got loads of money to invest in the Garda Síochana all around the country, not only in Limerick, and give the adequate services to the people, to the taxpayers, to the elderly, everyone that has done their bit for this country? When are you going to start investing in that? All the new recruits seem to be put into Dublin and into highly populated areas, but yet you're leaving the people in the rest of the country vulnerable by not investing. And it comes down to simply, Minister, it's all about numbers, see. That's all you look at, is numbers. But there's a lot of square miles that need to be covered in County Limerick. Thank you.